It took me forever to get all these damn shoes up here. Hey, what's up YouTube? I am back again today, and it's a little bit of an impromptu video. As you can see, I'm a little bit swayed because I've just spent about 10 hours moving all my shoes up here in preparations for this video. It is impromptu, as I said. This is basically because I watched Alpha M, yeah, and I know what you're thinking before we start. This kid over here, he's about to criticize Alpha M. What's wrong with this kid? And I'll tell you now, basically, it's because I've got a big pair of cojones. No, I'm joking. But basically, his video was 5 pairs of shoes that all stylish men should own. And I agree that we should all own them at some stage. I don't think that some of them are applicable for younger people. Also, if they were going to be his top 5 shoes, I think there's a lot more better shoes, in my opinion, that you could use, especially as I said, for younger people. So I'm going to give my thoughts, and I agree with some of them, I don't agree, and I have my replacements instead of those ones. Okay, so I've got my little notepad here, I've got them all written down. So he said his first top shoe was going to be loafers. Now loafers are a good shoe. You can style them a little bit down, but predominantly you would style them, as he says, with suits, and they are a nice shoe. However, they would not be my number 1 pick. In fact, my number 1 pick would be a nicer dressier shoe, one like this, suede. It's got kind of like a nice pattern on the inside. I don't know if you can see that, but I always find that really satisfying. It's got a bit more of a heel and a little bit more of a thicker base. It's got a very nice kind of stitching around the outside of the base, connecting the shoe to the base, which I don't know if you can see that. But it's a different colour, which all adds to the style, and I prefer like a nice, more classier dress shoe than I do a loafer. Which a loafer is still a classier dress shoe, I just prefer something like this. Okay, so his next one, number 2, was a double monk. Again, a double monk strap, though I still would say is a slightly older man's shoe. I wouldn't necessarily say is applicable for someone of my age, someone who's in their kind of early 20s, because it is quite a classy shoe, and I just don't think that fits in with the type of style that a younger person would have. However, in my second place is the ones that he had in his third place, which is going to be a type of boot. So, 2 types of boot that I've got with me today. I agreed with him for his third pick, which is going to be the Chelsea boot, as you can see here. I love them. These are a brown suede Chelsea boot. And again, Chelsea boots, and most boots in particular for guys who are a little bit short, they give you that heel, they give you that little bit of extra height, which he does mention, which is great for us short asses. Or you go for something like this. This is a mixture of a leather and a suede, which is quite nice. The suede's at the back. Again, it's got a nice heel. I believe this is a desert boot, but it might be something else. I've got to get my names right for these. Let me know in the comments below if I've named the boot wrong. I am sorry. Nice on the inside. I prefer these as well to the Chelsea if I had to pick one, because of the fact that they are a bit bigger, a little bit more blocky, and in my opinion, when you're wearing a suit, you want more of a boss kind of, yeah, these would be like my boss kind of boot, whereas a Chelsea boot you can style down a little bit more, but you could style these down with a bigger pair of jeans. I wouldn't go with these with tight jeans because they are quite big and quite bulky. If you've got something that's slim all the way down, you've got this massive boot at the bottom, won't necessarily look as good. But you could wear tight jeans with Chelsea boots, and then you could style these out with a thicker, kind of slightly wider at the bottom pair of jeans. Or again, you could wear these up with a suit. Okay, so his number 3 was boots, which we've just covered as my number 2. So my number 3 is going to be kind of like, I guess you'd call it the trainer version of a boot, which is going to be high tops. So let me show you. I love high tops. I've got multiple pairs, multiple different versions of the high top. I've got ones in different colours. So this one is an orange, green, and then white. With a black lace. I've got these ones on my training shoes. So yes, I actually use a pair of Converse high tops as my training shoe, which he does mention as his 5th type of shoe he would wear, would be an athletic type of shoe. Mine is not, because you know, an athletic type of shoe is a very kind of, you know, I would use athletic shoes for going to the gym and stuff, and everyone should. Or, as I said, if you're lifting, you want a flat pair of shoes like these that keep you more connected to the ground. But if I only had 5 pairs of shoes, I wouldn't go with an athletic shoe because not necessary in my opinion. As I said, I use these. These are a black and white classic pair of Converse high tops, and then my last ones I love the most. These are black leather, white with black laces, and these ones are probably my favourite. Anything leather is generally going to be slightly higher quality because leather is a better material. It molds to the kind of shape of your foot. It will last you a hell of a lot longer as well than canvas will. But then obviously canvas, can look better. You can get different colours and things the same way you can with leather, but you tend to only kind of get really kind of black, browns, maybe grey leathers. Whereas Converse with fabric, canvas, you tend to get a lot more variety in your colour and your choice. So high tops for me, as a younger person, would definitely be my number 3. Okay, so here's number 4 is going to be minimal trainers. Now, I 100% agree with this. I think any pair of minimal trainer, which is not going to steal too much of the limelight if you're wearing something that has a lot more kind of style, a lot more patterns. If you're going for like a nice patterned shirt or t-shirt, and you've got some like nice jeans on, maybe slightly distressed, a pair of simple black shoes, trainers, he calls them sneakers, he's American obviously, are gonna really just kind of blend in well with the outfit. And then if you wanted a pair of shoes again which are a bit more showy, then I'd go for something like a high top or a boot or something along those lines. But definitely agree with his number 4, which by the way guys I forgot to show, but pair of black minimals. I keep going to say them sneakers because I've watched his video, trainers, but come on, look at those. Nice pair of distressed, nice pair of distressed jeans, maybe grey, maybe black. We're talking, you could go for a kind of a black t-shirt like this that would match the colour of these and throw a nice kind of patterned, maybe checkered, maybe something along those lines shirt over the top, nice and open in the summer is an amazing look. Okay, and last but not least, as I mentioned earlier in the video, he says his number 5 is athletic shoes for his top pick, or kind of his 5, most important stylish shoes that all men should own. In my opinion, as I said, I train in my high tops, the most used pair of high tops, and because, especially for lifting as well, they're going to give you a better connection with the ground. When you wear like a running shoe and you lift, because they're tilted up at the front, they tend to be a lot harder to lift in and kind of push your body forward, especially if you're doing something like a squat or like a deadlift. And I can still run in those. I mean, they're not the most comfortable thing in the world, but you can run in them, so they wouldn't, just saying, I'm just saying, athletic shoes wouldn't be in my top 5. Whereas a pair of trainers like this, so we did a pair of trainers which are minimal. Now let's go for something that's a bit more showy, right? These ones, chuck one down there. These ones are with a leather lace, as you can see, a little bit of styling around the side of the shoe with a white base, with a white side, and then with that kind of cork coloured base. A little bit of leather as well. The tongue is leather, the back is leather, and then the rest is a light blue canvas with an even lighter blue on the inside, just on the side here as well. And the stitching is white. This is a great shoe for if you're wearing maybe a slightly more basic outfit, so maybe just some normal jeans, maybe just a normal top. You want to go with something that's a little bit more cool on your feet. You want to go for something that's going to be a bit more kind of interesting looking, that's going to kind of spice up that kind of plain outfit. This is the type of shoe that I would go with. This is why a more kind of done up, a more cooler looking trainer is in my last top 5. And there you have it, people. That is my top 5 trainers that all men should own, in my opinion, especially younger men. If you're older, you may agree with Alpha M's view, or if you're younger, you may agree with Alpha M's view, or you may agree with my view. Let me know in the comments below. And again, just to say, it's not to bash Alpha M. He is an amazing YouTuber. Obviously, longevity for his channel. I mean, there's a reason why he's been around for God knows how long. I think he said like from 2009 or something, which is ridiculous amount of time to be on YouTube. Pretty much from when it first started. So big love to him. I just thought for younger people, maybe some older people as well, that would be a better top 5. Let me know, and leave the I keep saying I've got to try and get better at presenting my videos and stop saying it's like a fallback word. Leave a like, leave and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next video. Have a lovely day. Oh god, I'm gonna get some hate, aren't I, for judging Alpha. This would be fun.